Hi there, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to our channel. My name is Melissa St. Clair, and I also go by Sylvia Nightrose. And I am I am a I don't want to say healer, but I do guidance and I do a multitude of things. And there's Cherie.
Hello. I'm Cherie with Melody Wellness, and I do sound healing and Reiki, and we also do tandem healing together. And wanted to use this time to share a message. And during this Lionsgate on 8/8, I feel that it's a great time to release and call in the new. And we have a great message that we want to share with you today.
Yes. So today we're here to talk about what is satisfied versus comfortable. And what does it actually feel like? It's truly amazing. There's the difference in the two. And I feel like the more that people will see this and understand it, the more that you can actually be able to shift, that we can all shift into something that it's something different, something more fulfilling. And so I will be reading a writing that I did on Facebook, and then we will be discussing this writing and asking reflection questions. So Cherie will take over and talk about what she's doing first before we do the reading of the writing.
So I'd like you to sit back wherever you might be, close your eyes, and I want you to picture your feet going deep into the ground. And once you start feeling your feet go deep into the ground, you want to feel the roots growing off of your feet. Take a big deep breath in and release. Take another big deep breath in and release. And as you let that big breath go, I want you to picture all the stress going straight out your head. Like a light. Just sit back and hear the frequencies. Allow this sense of calm to take over your body. your heart and your mind be open to receive this message.
Thank you so much, Cherie. That was
Thank you.
beautiful. And I really felt like that helped a lot in clearing and cleansing. So now I'm going to go ahead and read the writing that I wrote on satisfied versus comfortable. One of the things I was listening to from Abraham Hicks was about the feeling of being satisfied. She described it as a feeling of, yeah, life is good. As I sat here waiting for my ride, I realized that's exactly how I feel. Then something else came to me. I realized that for me, being satisfied is different from being comfortable. Comfort, comfort says, I'm good right here. There's no reason to change. Satisfaction says, life is good, and I'm deeply grateful for it. Yet, at the same time, I'm still excited to challenge myself, learn, grow, and pivot wherever new opportunity presents itself. Growth doesn't have to come from dissatisfaction, it can come from appreciation. I've come to realize that I'm satisfied with my life. I love where I am because of that, I'm open to allowing even more fulfilling experiences to unfold. I don't feel the need to force them or chase them. I simply continue growing from a place of gratitude, curiosity, and joy. For me, satisfaction isn't the end of the journey. It's the beginning of an even more meaningful one. So, would like to be able to challenge you or invite you to think about where it is in your life where you feel like you're comfortable, that you don't want, you don't need anything else other than what you got, versus what you're feeling as far as life is good. Things are going great. I'm very excited about where I'm at, and I get to see myself do something more or different. The questions that we would like to ask you is, when you feel like you're comfortable with where you're at, do you ever get a feeling of like there's something else that you should be doing, yet you're you're bound and determined to stay right where you are, that you don't want any change? Or have you ever actually felt like, yes, I love where I am, and I'm also happy to see what else I'm capable of? Cherie, what are your thoughts on that?
It's definitely things as we progress and get older in life, you can become very complacent and stay with the familiar and not seeing the gratitude or having gratitude for the people and the things around us that we've actually worked really hard to have in life. And sometimes those things that you think is the goal that you really have to have isn't what you have to have as you get older. You start to look at things differently. I've been doing a lot of that myself. Um, finding simpler things in life to be happy and fulfilled rather than so much chaos.
Yeah.
Finding the beauty in the little things that matter, the little moments, the different things that make you go, wow. From
Exactly.
relationship with friends, relationships with family, um, the little simple things. And I think the more I reflect into the simple things, the more abundance I have in everything.
Yeah.
And I believe this is a time for us to be doing that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I feel like it's becoming more of the shifting towards that.
Yes.
It's happening. And for us to be able to know that staying in one place, staying in one, not necessarily one place, but staying in one mindset. This is where I gotta be. This is what I accept. This is how it is.
Well, and I also can think of it as that we think we know everything, and to let down our guards to open our mind that we might not know. Be willing to accept and learn,
Right. Exactly.
because you could really miss something beautiful.
Yes. And one of the things that I have noticed in my own life is that it's interesting. We do really know everything. And at the same time, it's like we're kind of remembering. We're remembering what we know. And what we're learning is what we already know. We're learning that we remember it, you know. It
Yeah,
becomes more fun that way rather than saying, yeah, we know, I know everything there is to know.
good
This
reminder.
is all there is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that gives some good thought to really be reflecting in your mindset over those subjects.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a challenge. Am I being complacent or am I content?
Exactly. And sometimes we need a challenge. Sometimes we need something in our lives to be the catalyst to help us grow.
Yes.
I tell you, I get that's where I was at when I first started this journey. Is I wanted to be comfortable where I was at. I was in the comfort of chaos. And at the same time, I actually told the universe I want something different. I know there's more to life than this. And I tell you, the people that ended up coming into my life taught me all kinds of lessons on where I said I was done. I was done with the chaos, was done with the uh, what no longer served me, what no longer helped me. It actually helped me grow.
Yeah.
And I found that when I let go of that, those beliefs that I have to stay in the chaos, that I have to stay because that's what life's all about. I found,
Well, it's also knowing that you deserve more,
yeah, exactly,
knowing within that you deserve more, that there can be more.
exactly. And I found that being outside my comfort zone pushed me to do something different, and it became more of a flow when I actually found joy in it, when I found happiness in it, it
Yeah.
became more of a flow.
Yeah.
But when I resisted it, I was feeling like I was trudging through sludge. because I wanted to stay comfortable, and it didn't work.
I could totally see that and feel it. I felt it before myself. Yeah. Well, it seems like the more that we push, the further we get away. And the more we accept and find the value in it and different perspectives, the more that allow it to happen.
I feel like there is a difference though between accepting reality being what it is, this is it, this is all there is,
Yeah.
versus
And I,
accepting that there is more to life than this.
yes. Yeah.
It's not just one general thing. And I think that's what a lot of people get confused about.
Well, I've recently put myself through the hard stuff. And when we think it's going to be so difficult and we're not going to be able to do it, but if you push yourself to do it, our mind and our body will figure out a way to make it happen.
Exactly.
After my 43-mile hike, I learned that. And as I was doing it, I felt it. And I was so overwhelmed with joy that I completed it.
Exactly.
So pushing yourself to do the hard stuff can be very rewarding.
But I got a question for you. What is it that helped you get to that point? I mean,
wanting something different.
And making the decision?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like numb in my own life and wanting to challenge myself. And maybe my daughter, maybe finding that time to spend with my daughter was part of it. As a young adult, you're craving to have time with them. And I thought it was just going to be directed towards her and spending time with her, but I really gained so much more from it personally.
Yeah.
Growth.
And what did you do to get there?
Weight loss, weight training, peptides, vitamins, nutrition, mindset, mindset of focus and not letting outside influences take away the time that I needed to put into myself, and realizing that I have abundance of time and I can make all those things happen that are important to me.
Exactly. And you made the commitment to do it.
Yes. And I know I can do it again. And I'm excited to do it again.
Yeah. And I feel like in so many respects, it's like the commitment and the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
The commitment, the mindset, and the decision.
Well, and the commitment wasn't a hard thing once I got started, because I felt that I deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I love my family and I love my friends, but if they love me, they'll understand I need to make that commitment to better my mobility and my balance and my strength. So it all worked out beautifully. I'm very encouraged for myself. And the only thing I can say to somebody is that when you don't think you can, you can. And it not necessarily that subject. It could be another subject that you've thought about, something that you've wanted to try new, like pottery or art or dance or a class that you've wanted to take to challenge yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I'll tell you one thing about being the part of the experience, watching you do what you do. You still manage to make time for us having a conversation, even if we're in two different places. You still managed to take the time to have the conversations with them. And you even took the time to even be with your family. You still had to, even after all of what you did, you still had a chance to spend time with your family and do what you did for them too.
Because I didn't let the things that were not so important take over my life, like uh, watching TV, sitting on the couch, shopping that wasn't necessary, things that are, I don't want to say frivolous, but unmeaningful. I tried to take the time that gave me great meaning and to the next step of life, to find the most important subjects and spend the time there.
And that kind of leads to the question of like what's meaningful to you.
Mm-hmm.
It is the viewer. What is really meaningful to you? And what did you put in your priorities as far as anything goes? It's no judgment. We're not here to judge.
Yeah.
You decided what you wanted to put in your priorities. And that is something that you get to decide for yourself.
And it's partly being present with your thoughts and your feelings and allowing that. I think more things flow easier in your life.
Exactly. Because I found for myself that when I changed my priorities, a lot shifted for me on the things I actually wanted in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could sit there and say we want something all day long, but the idea isn't necessarily that you have to work hard for it. It's a matter of being able to say, okay, this is what I want, and I'm ready to go for it,
Yeah.
whatever it is,
And there's nothing wrong with taking baby steps to gradually get there.
right? If you want to stay comfortable where you are, that's your choice. Nobody's telling you how to live your life. But the idea is that if you're watching this video, you're ready for a change. You're calling for a change.
Yes. If we captured your attention for this long, that's for sure.
Exactly. So we do what is called, like Cherie was saying, we do what is called tandem healing. And I do the I do different things in tandem healing where we both actually do Reiki. I do the revisioning, being able to help you revision your past so that you're allowing yourself to let go of whatever it is in your past you've been holding on to that's keeping you comfortable, keeping you complacent. And I also do what is called compassion key healing. It is something that helps with being able to see things from a different perspective and being able to help you forgive, and whether that's forgiving other people or forgiving yourself, because we we get to let go of the shame and blame. There is one more writing that I would like to read really quick, if you don't mind, Cherie.
Go for it.
I thought it's very short and beautiful. Um,
Which all of yours are, including
yeah.
your book.
Well, thank you. Yes, and that actually goes right along with what we do on our tandem healing is scripting as well. And the scripting helps with being able to help the subconscious mind shift direction so that it helps the guidance to wherever you want to be, whatever you want to do in life. But this writing actually is not mine, but it is something that I feel like it is definitely relevant. After a certain age, you are no longer the product of your environment or how you were raised. It's a personal choice to live the way you do. At some point, blaming your past becomes a distraction from your future. Healing is your responsibility. Growth is your decision. And I just feel like that was so relevant with what we're talking about. And perfect timing because it came in this morning.
That's beautiful, Melissa. I like that.
Yes. And when you're ready, the idea is you're the one who gets to make that decision. And when you're ready, you will feel the difference. I tell you, I know when I said I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something different. And it wasn't feeling pretty and it wasn't feeling very good at first. But as the momentum gained, it got better. It got easier.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to always be. It's only hard because we believe it to be hard.
Yep. That's what I was thinking myself. As I did those 43 miles.
There you go. Exactly. And being able to envision yourself. What's that?
Just one step at a time.
Yeah. We're not meant to like look at the whole mountain and go, oh my God, how am I going to climb all that?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we do get to look at the.
We don't have to stop for a little bit and take a breath. And I'm saying that for the theory of life and situations. Sometimes we might fall back and think that everything's going to crumble. No, it's just a little stumble. You'll get your footing and you'll take off again.
Exactly. There's always a solution to every situation you're ever dealing with.
Yes.
It doesn't always have to be a problem. It can be just a situation.
Yeah. The situation's not even under your control.
Yeah. But you can shift. You can't, and what is your control is the idea of being able to shift your focus and how you want to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So
very beautiful, Melissa.
Thank you so much. And so just to let you know that when it comes to our tandem healing, if you're ready and you're available, when you're ready, not if, but when, I will go ahead and put a link down below that you can actually set an appointment to do the tandem healing with us. We do it online because Cherie is in Las Vegas and I'm in Nebraska, and we can actually do this remotely. And Cherie has offered that if you're in Vegas, that you can actually go to her place, and we can still do it online, but you'll be right there in it even more so.
Mm-hmm.
So
also, we do emotion codes.
yes,
That's really a cool thing.
it really is.
I really enjoy that. It's mind blowing to see what comes up and what's been trapped.
If you're at a point where it's kind of hard to speak, or that you're feeling that you can't do it yourself, either Cherie would be willing to do as a surrogate to be able to help with that as well.
Most definitely.
So it's really interesting, and it's always possible to make it work.
Yeah. It'd be awesome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, and I thought I would play a little bit of a Tibetan bowl to put a closure to this time with you. Thank you for taking this time for yourself and following us today.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. And we would like to be able to do more of these. We plan on doing more of these. And if there's any feedback, or if there's anything that you resonate with and you actually find this to be very useful, please let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. I will also make sure to put our email address on there as well. So if there's something that you would like to, you feel called to speak out about, please let us know. So, thank you very much. Until next time, universal love and namaste.